And that's the funny thing. Like, I'm always able to see where you were coming from. Like, people are going to hate me for this. Even the forever to thee thing. I can't say it today for whatever reason. The forever to thee thing. I totally get what you're saying. And there's a lot of Gamecock alumni that pissed them off. Here's the thing. Maybe because here's the thing. You and I both know this. You put an opinion out on social media. And this is why I tell people, like, I never apologize. Because, hey, if I produce a piece of content, I know what my intentions were behind it. How you consume it is really not my responsibility. Like, if you want to get offended just to get offended or get upset to get upset, that's not on me. That's on you. Like, I can lay my head on my pillow at night, because I've put content out there. I've definitely put content out there that people just took the wrong way. They misinterpreted the message. But it's like, I can lay my head on my pillow at night because, like, I know what the intention was. So your twisted inversion of it doesn't reflect on me. It reflects solely on you. But like, even the forever to thee thing, I get what you were saying in the sense, maybe it could have been worded a little bit differently, but what you're saying is there shouldn't just be a Garnet Glass's blind, undying loyalty. You should hold the program responsible for the result they put on the field. And if they don't put said desired result on the field, you should make them pay for it in some degree, whether that's not donating as much money, that's not donating money at all, whether that's not going. And that's much easier said than done because, again, especially for alumni, and I think, honestly, Mark, I haven't really told anybody this before, I'm so glad I'm not an alumni because I think people sometimes, and this isn't knocking anybody, of course, it's a Gamecock or an alum, but like, I think people, they get, they went to school there for 4 years. They walked the halls. They sat on the horseshoe. They went to all the games as a student. Like, it's hard for them to detach emotionally and just see it for what it is. Like, they wanted to believe Muschamp was this good guy because he was their head coach. And I think, like, being detached, I was able to look at the situation, take the fandom out and be like, he's a shit bum. He sucks. No, he's not good. Like, he stinks. And I think people obviously saw that at some point. But
see, that's why I respect you, because you said that. There's other Homer media in Columbia that just would post the score when they would lose.
Right.
No. What is your opinion on the job Will Muschamp is doing? Okay. That's the job of media, not to homer it up. I wish some Gamecock fans were more discerning in terms of the media members they prop up. They should respect those people, those voices that are willing to tell them the tough news, that are willing to be honest and authentic with them. And you've always done that. Now, on Forever to Thee specifically, we can agree, right, that Forever to Thee is asking for unconditional loyalty.
Right.
Can we agree on that?
And I will say this too. A lot of schools ask for that unconditional loyalty. Okay. It's not just South Carolina. But
no, I understand. Yeah. But Forever to Thee is asking for unconditional. And if you would also agree that unconditional loyalty is a big ask when you consider the football product that Gamecock fans have gotten.
For over 100 years. For over 100 years. Okay. Yeah. There's no history, no tradition outside of like a 4-year window.
That is my point. That is my point. Now, Shane Beamer has the opportunity to change that. He can change. Shane Beamer can change that. Okay. Shane Beamer can change that mantra. But the point of the whole thing in today's day and age, people don't want to listen further. They don't want to hear you elaborate. They just want to jump all over you for 280 characters in a tweet, right? They don't want an explanation. That's what it was. It was a tweet looking out for game fans because your school is asking for unconditional loyalty from you. Chris, I only give that to my family. Okay. My family's the only people who get unconditional loyalty from me. If they're going to ask for unconditional loyalty, they damn sure better be giving you a better football product than what they've been given. Okay. Don't ask you guys for Forever to Thee if they're giving you a 500 football product. And Shane Beamer is tasked with changing that. That's my point. Now, when framed that way, where I can elaborate and explain it, hopefully Gamecock fans will realize that came from a place of looking out for you. Okay. But it's like, oh, he hates Forever to Thee.
And I will say this, though. I will say this. I don't think they need to change the alma mater or get rid of the slogan. But I get what you are saying. Like you're taking a very pro sports approach to it. Like, it's a business. We pay for a product. If we don't get it, we make a change. And I agree with somebody, and I even reemphasize the point somebody said on social media talking about, Gamecock fans shouldn't just accept 6-6 or like tradition starts somewhere. Like it wasn't Alabama didn't just pop out of college football heaven and they were just the best team ever. Clemson built tradition. Now we just know them as, oh, they're this power. And, every high school recruit knows, oh, Clemson, they're awesome. They're amazing. You build tradition, though. Clemson, it's funny that's the tough.
How do you get history, Chris? How do you get history?
You make it, right. And you set that bar, you set that expectation. I've said the same thing about Gamecock basketball is like South Carolina can be a team that goes to the tournament every other year, but you have to have those expectations first. Hey, the best pro golfer, I love equating to this, the best pro golfer, at some point, Dustin Johnson had never broke 70 before, right? Did he just say because he had never done it, oh, it's just impossible and I'll just settle shooting 75? Well, if he did that, he wouldn't be on the PGA Tour. At some point, he raised the expectations. He raised the bar. He raised the level. He pushed himself beyond what he knew were his capabilities, and it paid off for him. If you're South Carolina, you have to do the same thing. It might be tough. And again, you're going to have people with the excuses every single year. We've never done this in football. We've never been a power, but this, but that. We can't recruit. But it's like you can keep making those excuses, or we can hold the people accountable and get to the next level. I mean, that's all it comes down to. I mean, if you really just want to boil it down to the simple points, that's what it is. So I agree with you in that sense. Again, I wouldn't change the alma mater or the slogan. I think that'd be a little much, but I get what you're saying. I get that point.
Okay. Well, at least we have that in common. And